Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about a homemade setting spray. I've done a lot of research on skincare and I just like to be really informed about the products that I'm using on my skin, what the ingredients are inside them, what they do. So through my research I found that a lot of the ingredients that are in setting sprays and skincare products like toner can actually be kind of harmful to your skin. One very common ingredient, for example, is alcohol. And alcohol just is a drying ingredient and it can be an irritant to skin. So I wanted to try to create something that I could use that I knew what was going into the product. And of course, it's more affordable when you make it yourself too. So I would like to show you all of the ingredients that go into my homemade setting spray, and I'm going to show you a little twist on the ingredients that you can use to take the same product essentially and create a homemade toner for your skin as well. I've been using these products for a long time now and I absolutely love the way that they work. I haven't had any negative effects, no breakouts, no nothing with the product. So for me, they've been fantastic. You know your skin, so you know what works best for you. And of course, with anything homemade, you want to be cautious about the timeline of your products, how long you're keeping them, and the ingredients that are going into them. So the products that I've made, I'm going to start with the setting spray. I talked about this in a recent favorites video of mine that I use a homemade setting spray, and it's fantastic because again, I can make a batch when I run out. It's affordable and I don't feel bad using it all the time. So I use this to set my makeup, but I also use it to just refresh my face throughout the day, especially in the summer months. So this is my homemade setting spray. I got this bottle at Vitamin Shop, and this is a great one. It's a glass bottle and it's blue tinted so that light is not going to get to your product and affect the ingredients. So this was fantastic. I think the bottle was like $3.50. And most of the ingredients that I'm going to mention that go into this spray are either from the Vitamin Shop or I got from Amazon online. So I'm sure you could find any of these things on Amazon. So I'll place some links below to help you find the ingredients yourself. But without further ado, let's take a look at what's in the setting spray. So the main ingredients in the setting spray are these three things. 99% aloe vera gel, and if you look at an aloe vera gel product, you're going to notice that it has, you can buy 100% aloe vera gel and that's fine. I went with this one in particular because there are two really beneficial skin ingredients that you'll see in a lot of skincare products like setting sprays and toners. So I like this particular one, which I got at the Vitamin Shop, and honestly, the creation of a setting spray is not like an exact science. So use the amount of these products that you like. For me, what I end up doing is in my little bottle here, I just put about a pea-sized amount. So I squirt one little squirt of that into here. And the gel makeup of this, as well as the extracts that are in it, help with that setting property of a setting spray. So it's really what helps your makeup stay put. It's also very refreshing. So that's one main ingredient. Another major ingredient is vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is a natural sweetener. This bottle says it right on here, natural sweetener, base for herbal extracts, and emollient and skin soother. This is one of the main ingredients you'll see if you research some skin products like setting spray. So this is another very active ingredient in setting spray, but it's also moisturizing, so it's good for your skin. This was also something that I purchased at the Vitamin Shop. For this, you want to be careful with the amount that you put in because it is very emollient. You don't want to overdo it. So for this one, I put about probably like a quarter teaspoon. I put one squirt. I honestly don't use my, measuring devices because again, it doesn't have to be an exact science. You want to put in what works for your skin. For me, it's one small squirt of this that goes into the bottle. The next main and active ingredient is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is a wonderful essential oil that is known for its antiseptic qualities. And so it's great for combination skin or acne prone skin. This is something that you could leave out. If you wanted to make your product very simple, just go with the aloe vera gel, go with the glycerin. Those things will really help your makeup stay in place. But if you want to give it a little extra oomph and some more skincare properties, go with a drop of tea tree oil. This stuff goes a long ways. I actually picked this one up at Trader Joe's. But again, you could find it on Amazon, at the Vitamin Shop. Any healthcare type place is going to have tea tree oil. So this one is fantastic. I put in a single drop for this size bottle. If you want to experiment with more, go for it. One thing that does though is it does change the fragrance. So far everything that we've used is fragrance free, but tea tree oil has a pretty strong fragrance. So if you do not like that fragrance, then you might want to go in with one other ingredient. This is not a necessity in, the recipe of the setting spray, but I like to use the Now Essential Oils Lavender Essential Oil. This is 100% pure essential oil, and honestly I use a single drop of this and it's enough to give a very light, pleasant lavender fragrance to my setting spray. Lavender is a controversial skincare ingredient, actually much like tea tree oil, because it also has skin beneficial properties, but because it's so fragrant, it can be an irritant to very sensitive skin. So just be careful. If you know you have extremely sensitive skin, then you might want to stay away from the essential oils. But if for you, you've used products that have a lavender fragrance before or have tea tree oil in them, and your skin responds well to that, then I would say go ahead and add a drop of each of those, and they make the setting spray really nice to use, especially that just light floral refreshing lavender scent. So those are the main active ingredients that go into my setting spray. Once you put your little squirt and single drop of each of those things in there, you're just going to have this little layer at the bottom of those ingredients. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take distilled water. Make sure it's distilled water. It's not purified water or mineral spring water or something like that. Distilled water is going to have a much longer shelf life, and it's just better to be safe than sorry with skincare. So you're going to fill up your bottle then the rest of the way with the distilled water. Give it a really good shake up, and that's your setting spray. It's so easy. One awesome thing that you can do too is you can tweak this recipe. If you want more moisture and you don't want to add more glycerin, a great thing to add is just straight up vitamin E oil. This one is from Derma E, and again, you can find this one. It's readily available any place that sells this brand. And you can add a couple of drops of vitamin E oil, and it just makes it that much extra emollient and moisturizing for your skin. That's not something that I add to my setting spray, especially for the summertime, but it is something that I will add to my homemade toner. So a quick change that you can make if you would like to create a homemade toner is rather than putting vegetable glycerin in this whole concoction, so same recipe completely, the distilled water, the aloe vera gel, the tea tree oil, the lavender oil, the vitamin E, instead of using vegetable glycerin, okay, because we don't need that setting property for a toner, go in with the same tiny pea-sized amount of castor oil. Castor oil is it's an oil that also has like cleansing properties. If you read about oil cleansing, castor oil is one of the main ingredients. So it's kind of interesting to read about these ingredients, but castor oil is a great one to put into skincare products as well. But a small drop into your liquid concoction here will transform this recipe from a setting spray to a toner. So it's a really great versatile set of ingredients that you can use in multiple ways. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have some specific questions for me about these products that I've made, feel free to ask. I'd love to talk to you about it. One other thing that I want to mention, save bottles from products that I know work as a setting spray. And so this one is one I picked up when I started getting interested in setting sprays. And it's great. It works really well as a setting spray. But one thing about it is it's extremely expensive. This costs over $10 for this little thing. I think it's like $14 for this tiny 1 ounce bottle of setting spray from Urban Decay. This is the all-nighter makeup setting spray bottle. But I saved this, and what I did is I made my concoction here of my ingredients, and I just lightened up a little bit because this is a smaller bottle, the dollop that I used of my emollient ingredients. And I added my single drop each of the essential oils, and then the rest is distilled water. Shake it up, and now I have a wonderful travel size bottle with the nice fine sprayer nozzle to use for my setting spray. So if you don't want to rush out and buy another little bottle, even though it's inexpensive, take the bottles that you already have and use. Opaque is great because then the sun isn't getting to the ingredients and affecting their properties. But I love using this too for travel, and just because I love how fine the mist is in this spray bottle. So I love the fragrance. It's so light and refreshing. I hope you found this helpful again, and please let me know if you have questions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.